Welcome back to the Shattered Isles. We've got our crew, the Rough Riders. Uh, they left us in this old abandoned fort with signs of orcs, and they found an old man locked in a cage where they believe him to be one of the infected. After some investigating, it looks as though his blood has been drawn, and they believe it to be. They believe that the orcs are going to weaponize it. We're a little bit outside of Valerio, to the east in the forest, and here's our crew. And old man Fletcher wandering around, needing some help, but nobody wants to give him any.
It's because he's poison.
Yeah. So you just want to leave him here? What do you want to do with him? You gonna lock him back up?
Who let him out?
Get him some sticks. Poke him back into the cage.
I let him out, I think.
Well, it's your problem now.
Let's make him the governor of this land.
A poisoned man.
Well, we can't lock him back up. That's inhumane.
We could just kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's
Should
probably.
we start a fire and burn him in it?
I mean, I can just launch a fireball at him or something.
Do the Rough Riders have an official form of execution yet?
Probably Pig just punched him with his fist.
My brass knuckles.
But we can't risk him getting diseased. I say we kill him. Or he's like he'll talk, right? Like we talked to him a little bit last time, right?
Yeah, just enough to that he's pleading for his life and reaching out, wanting somebody to help him along.
He looks like just leave him.
He's in pretty rough shape. I mean, you see his skin is like really, it's all like dried up and like it's pretty gnarly, and his face is all like gone, sunken, and he looks pretty rough.
Like he's gonna die soon.
What is the mortality rate of this disease? Should I roll knowledge disease? Maybe roll.
I don't think you know much. If you go back to town and investigate, you might be able to find that sort of information. I don't think there's any reasonable way you could discern such things just by looking at this guy.
What if you get a really high roll? Would I just have that knowledge manifested into my brain?
No, that's not how it works.
All right. Well, I feel so bad killing him.
Well, we can just leave him here. I mean,
then the orcs will just come back and use him for their orc stuff.
Well, he can walk outside. Do we need to
just let him go?
Feed him to the wolves.
Just let him go. Like, okay, well then we should kill him then.
Wait, what?
Well, if you're afraid, if either you're going to lock him back up or we kill him, because if you don't want to let him infect other people, then those are the two options.
No, I don't care if he infects other people. I just don't want him to be used by the orcs to make their dirty bomb. Like, if he infects other people the old-fashioned way, like through regular, good old-fashioned skin-to-skin, genital-to-genital contact, like that's just the way the wind blows, you know?
Okay, I'm fine with letting him go. We can give him some food or something.
No,
I have
is there a horse or like a deer we could put him on? I'm gonna look around outside and see. I'm gonna try to find an animal to ask to take him to town.
Kevin, we got him from this building, right? The one over here.
Yeah.
And is this kind of the same stuff? Like, are they like just like prison cells or something?
Uh,
Or like
it's,
stockades?
they're more like barracks sort of thing, like housing. Pretty generic.
And okay,
Yeah, it's just meant to be like a little military like outpost. So just
and
where they can station some people.
these are the barrels with the dirty bomb stuff.
Well,
We don't know
there's
that
barrels missing that
Oh, okay.
you believe to have that, and like those are just,
Extra empty barrels.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
We
of
could
you
also-
should drain those barrels too, like break them, so they can't make more dirty bombs when they get back. In case they have more, like what if they have this guy's stool or something? They could make more dirty bombs. We can't allow it.
We could also try to poison their water supply.
Pull an attack against Bill.
Well, I'll let you guys poison their water supply. Although I'm remotely concerned because it seems like my sister's traveling with this squad. I'd prefer you don't straight up gang my sister through your poison.
Yeah, well, she ran away, so she doesn't want anything to do with you. Okay, I'm gonna smash these barrels. Not that it
No.
matters.
He's just scared because she's not as good a musician as me. So he's intimidated.
Kevin, do I have to do anything to smash these barrels?
You gotta roll an attack.
Kevin's like, I don't give a shit. These barrels
No.
are. It's okay, good. They're not. The barrels don't matter, guys.
Technically,
All right.
barrels have hit points, and I think they would be resistant to like piercing damage and stuff like
Yeah, I'm
that.
rolling. Can you roll an initiative for the barrel?
No, I'm not gonna do that 'cause that takes a lot of.
Okay, so Stefan,
The
what were
barrel
you doing?
can't fight back.
Stefan, what were you doing down here?
I'm doing perception because I want to see if I can perceive any animals,
Oh
either
my God.
in or around
All
the
right.
fort.
Kevin, I want to talk to whatever nuts.
Fletcher.
What's his name? Fletcher.
Fletch lives is his name.
Fletcher. Okay, Fletcher. Because I honestly can't remember everything that we talked about Fletcher the last time. What can we do to help you, Fletcher?
Well, I mean, he thought he was getting busted out of town to like be free, and
Okay.
so this woman came to him and she snuck him out, like got him over the wall, and took him here. But then she proceeded to lock him up. Then orcs came and
So she would purposely put him there to be a pawn or whatever.
yeah, because they started cutting him up and draining his blood.
All right. Well, Fletcher.
I have one vial of drugs, and I went to give it to Fletcher.
Fletcher, will that get him through the pain? That should get him through.
It'll get him through. Whatever.
It's like giving morphine to a dying man. Who cares if it actually helps him? It makes him feel good.
Oh.
Okay. So he takes the vial of drugs. I think he confused it as medicine, and he
Oh, he's gonna be high.
he starts getting like a little loopy, and he
I'm taking a step back.
yeah he starts getting a little loopy and like starts kind of freaking out, and he like kind of collapses under his own weight, and he's just sitting there staring off, and he lays back and he just stares at the sky. So he's just staring at the sky, laying on the ground.
All right, fuck Fletcher. He can just be here.
All right, so you want to go back to town?
No, I'm looking for animals so I can talk to one and get it to
No, we're not.
Fletch
not-
lives. All right.
Yeah, you perceive there might be some wolves not too far off, like kind of keeping their eye on the situation.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin, while he's doing that, can I do either perception or investigation of this barracks to see if there's any supplies that might be useful for our journey?
Sure.
Which one would you suggest? Perception or the investigation?
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably investigation.
Nope, there's no supplies. That's,
There's not much left behind. I mean, it's been abandoned for a long time. This is like an old outpost back from like long before the Shattering, before like the races united. But like you can tell that some of the barracks or some of the rooms are recently like worn. There's like used, but there's nothing left behind of value.
But it's
really.
recent. Like they've been there like not too long ago.
Yeah, there's a couple of the bunks have been used recently. It's not like all of them though. It can only be a couple.
And what was this thing? Oh, was that the disease thing? Or...
That's just a fire. That was a
okay.
fire that Dandy
Burned
perceived
out.
there was some orc grog cooked on. That's how you know there's orcs around. All right, Dandy, you talking to wolves?
Yeah, I'm gonna summon them with a song that's part of their native tongue. Oh, werewolves of London. Oh.
So
I'm
you're
gonna try to get
casting?
their-
Are you casting Speak with Animals first, or?
Oh yeah, of course they wouldn't understand if I didn't do that.
Okay.
Do you remember the rules for it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I get 10 minutes of speaking to animals.
Okay.
So
So
I'm gonna try to get their attention. And in order to help me get their attention, I'm gonna toss some of my rations in their general direction.
So you won't give a dying man any of your rations, but you'll toss some on the ground for some wolves.
Yeah,
but
gave
it's
him some
different.
Fair
drugs.
enough.
We gave him drugs. What more does he need?
Nothing for a while.
So I'm like, yo, wolves. Yo, wolves, will you help me out?
All right, roll animal handling with advantage.
All right.
Okay, so what do you want these? What are you trying to accomplish with these wolves? So
I want them to to get this guy out of here and back towards town.
Okay,
I'm gonna drag
so
down.
the wolves slowly creep up, and they start eating their rations. They're like slowly like watching you, and then they come up and they brush past you. And as you're like gesturing to the man and whatnot, like you see two more come up. So there's 3 wolves, and they all kind of go up to this man and grab on. They grab onto his jacket and start dragging him, and they drag him off.
All right,
Thank God.
there you go.
Thank God.
It's a wolf
That's-
problem now.
That's
And if
taken
they
care
break out of the spell and they decide to eat them, fuck it, we tried.
of. Well, now we're gonna have rabid wolves spreading the disease.
Okay,
I don't think wolves can get human diseases. It's not a staph infection.
so where to now?
It's like the G virus, isn't it?
Crisis averted.
Okay. Okay, Stefan, this is kind of your thing. And did we lose the scent of your sister? Like the trail?
First, let's burn this place to the ground.
I actually had that same thought.
Yeah, let's burn this place down and then move on.
All right,
Okay.
I want to see if I have a torch because I'm not wasted a spell.
I mean, if somebody has
There's
tinder
already a fire
boxes,
here.
so you
I
guys,
do.
Fire.
yeah, you guys have the ability to just start fires.
Okay, I'm gonna start a fire. I'll get this building over here.
All right, it takes you a little while, and you start gathering up some things, piling up some tinder, and use your tinder boxes to light it up, watch it burn, and you have a fortress burning, and the barracks are burning strong and deep, and yeah, exactly. And now we got smoke billowing up, so you created a pretty big smoke signal here.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, where are you heading?
Was there any sign of the direction the orcs went, or can I investigate to see if I can tell where they went? I can't remember if I did. I thought I did, but
So, go ahead and roll investigation.
Could you do could I do like a survival or a nature check to like see if
Jesus,
there's a
that's the
trail?
worst investigation ever.
yeah, you could do
I
that.
don't
Go
know
ahead and do
what's
that,
here.
right guy.
Which one do you think? Survival?
Probably
or
survival.
Nature. Okay.
Or natural, either of those. Okay. So there's a couple of different paths that lead out from the fort. but it seems as though most of them go in the direction of Valerio. You know, like you gather that that's the most well-worn path. Like some of these other ones might just be for hunting or gathering some food and supplies.
And how long would it take to get there? Like, is it going to screw us if we go to Valerio and still have to be back for the reckoning or whatever?
No, so
No, we're in good shape.
yeah,
with
so you're
that.
the east of Valerio and Gronst, where the Agents of V are coming. That's happening pretty much straight north of Valerio. So you
Oh, okay.
you
So
still
it's
have
kinda
a
like
few
on the
days
way.
before trekking back.
Okay.
And
Well, then-
Mim still has his what is it? How do you want to describe that, Mim? The book that you need to write, or the story you need to tell for
that guy?
Leonid the Disarmed, who lost his arm at one of the hunting totem destinations.
Yeah.
So you could also do that.
Is that on the way to Valerio, or is it like in a direction towards it?
It's
or
towards
that-
Valerio, but it's just past it in
Oh.
the mountains.
Well, I'm cool with. We could go to Valerio first, see if we can pick up any trails of Miss Dandy, and
Let's put you on the map.
I mean, does that sound like a reasonable thing? And then do Tim's,
Mim.
Mims. Well, I said Mimsy.
Well, then, yeah, I guess we can do that. I have concerns about where these infected barrels are going to go. What if they take them to Tubadoo?
Those barrels weren't. Oh, you mean
They're
the ones
empty.
that they have, like the stuff that they have?
Yeah.
Well, we can go to Valerio. I mean, that's the path that they're pretty much leading to. I mean, there's no other real track at this point, so unless we want to just kind of wander around.
All right, we'll go back to Valerio then.
And if there's
Alrighty.
nothing there, then we'll.
Where is Valerio?
We'll just start killing people until they talk.
There you go.
Take them out one by one.
On the way back, do we see the corpse of that guy and the wolves decided to stop dragging it?
Nah, they dragged him in the other direction. All right, so you're heading back to Valerio. It's the dwarven city. It's very well still intact. When the world shattered, it was still along the river, and you walk up through the wall, the gates that have these really intricate dwarven carvings, like all the metalwork. Everything looks pretty well rebuilt. You get back into as you're walking around. There's several people who like approach you, and you gather these are all like I was telling you before, the town is full of different factions and whatnot because everybody's like looking for a cause in Valerio. So like there are different recruiters from each. There's recruiters from each of these guilds, and there's pretty much guilds for anything you can imagine. There's one who comes up and he tells you that he's a member of the Disciples of Justice, and essentially like he warns you that anything you do in town against the law, they have the approval of the king to
Like execute us or something.
well, to enact their own form of justice. So it's kind of like it's a little
It's like a neighborhood watch group.
Yeah, neighborhood watch sort of thing. So they're not affiliated with the city guard, but they have the approval of the king to pretty much do their own stuff. There's
So they're like the Fantastic Four.
say that again, Mim?
So they're like the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Was shunned by Fox and Marvel alike.
All right, and then there's you come across this other guy. who seems to be doing some spell casting, but it's all like artistic, like these like little like fireworks and very elegant and whatnot. He tells you that he's part of the Admirers of Imagination, and so like their guild is one of like inventors and artists and like people who play music, and they're really known for like hosting these amazing festivals and having these really wonderful like,
Artistic
displays. Yeah. So.
Can I talk to that guy?
Yeah, you can talk to
I want to talk to the art guy,
Okay.
and I would like to show him a wooden boar and ask him what he thinks of it.
Oh no!
Let's see, Rengar, roll a. Let's see how well perceived your boars are. So, what kind of check would that be?
Performance.
Yeah, maybe performance.
Maybe.
It's all about presentation.
Yeah, presentation.
So the performance is presentation of the boar.
I mean, unless you got something else you'd rather do for it, but.
He could do intimidation. He could hand him the boar angrily.
All right, so the guy at he's like, oh yeah, that's great. If you come and join us up, we can probably help you get a little bit better at carving these boars.
Whoa, that is an insult.
Sorry, Renga, I tried. Just thought I'd check.
Did you try it? See, like you wouldn't have to embarrass him.
Well, who tried to trade in the boar and they said it was worth nothing? I forget.
I think you tossed one. You tossed one into the.
No, I
one
did.
into the
I
offering
wanted
plate.
to. Oh, maybe I already did burn the wooden boar. I don't remember.
Either way,
It's.
Yeah, you definitely burned it, you dick.
Well, I kept it in my inventory for the memories.
all right. Well, there's another group that comes up, and they call themselves the Protectors of Peace, and they explain that they're mostly like the emergency services of the town. Like they keep an eye on like the plague, and they're also trained in like dealing with anything that comes about. Like somebody has a heart attack, they're often the ones that come in with the stretchers to deliver them places.
I like this town. It's like it's got all the emergency services needed.
Yeah. So I mean, that's essentially why they were able to handle the plague so well, is because like the town it's very focused. There's everybody in town is pretty much a part of some faction or another. I mean, there's different factions for different religions. There's different factions for pretty much anything you can think of. But
do you think we should warn them about the dirty bomb that's coming? Anybody? Anyone?
Well, we could try to go back to the king of the town, like I'd originally tried to initiate trade with the Grand Moff Royal.
Yeah, maybe if we tell him we have some pertinent news about the safety of his people.
I want to go to the Imagineer guy first, though. I'm going to tell him, yo, I'm going to show you my mad skills in the art of music, and then I'm going to play a song.
all right.
Oh, not a good song at all. I did, she take my money.
So he whips out a harmonica after your song, and he just he puts it to shame. He puts your song to shame.
Why does he get a +2?
You get a plus.
Either way, his baseball is better than mine.
You get a +5.
I know.
Your song still sucked.
Hey!
You just ripped on all of us. What can you do?
I can do nothing.
Bud?
I can get you some water.
Get a bucket of water.
You want some water?
All right, so as you're talking with them, you start you kind of gather a little bit more about the town, and some of these groups that you've run into are some of the higher up groups because there's a lot of different tiers of factions, and it sounds like once your faction reaches a certain amount of like members, you get like a representative to send to the palace, and the king hosts like all of these representatives, and he has like a town meeting pretty often. That's like on a pretty like probably weekly basis.
Well, then maybe I don't need any of these people's shitty factions. Maybe we'll start our own faction.
Yeah.
It'll be the Rough Riders of Valerio, and we'll start our own group and then leave them behind to be his up-and-coming faction.
All right, what do you want your like the motto to be that you're trying to spread around to see who you're kind of competing with, so you can like challenge them?
What do you mean our motto? Like, what would it be?
So each of these factions tend to have like a cause, and that's kind of how they get people to join them, because the idea is that they're trying to give everyone purpose.
Well then, what do you guys think our purpose would be? Probably soldiers of fortune of sorts. Doing what needs to be done for coin or favors.
So this guy kind of is walking past, and he hears you like talking about starting up your own guild, and he kind of gives you like, ugh, jeez, and you come to find out that he's a member of the Bootlicker's Bane, and essentially like they're against anyone who will conform to society and conform to rules. So like he sees you coming in here and trying to join up with another faction like off the get go, and he kind of scoffs at it.
So he has a faction that's purpose is to be anti-faction?
Well, it's not so much anti-faction, but it's more like, like they try to be very strong-willed and independent and like unique from everybody else. They're like the Goths of Valerio, but they don't conform.
Can I give him a shitty boar so he can paint it black?
You just got to keep making them, man. It's not going to be bad forever.
Yeah, Renga, if you want, while they're talking with all these factions, you can just kind of sit down and carve some boars, do your little meditative style.
Wait, I want to talk to this guy. Do you, like, okay, so I don't know his faction, so I guess I'll ask him what his deal is. What's your deal, bro?
Yeah, so he explains to you, he's kind of telling you, like, yeah, Bootlicker's Bane, we're all our own force here. Like, we don't want to conform. So each of us brings something unique to the table.
How many of you are there?
There's enough. There's enough of us.
And all of you bring something different to the table. Okay.
Oh my god. So there's probably about 30 people in this. They kind of.
So what are some examples of things that you bring to the table?
Well, he's like, me in particular is like, I like to fish, but I don't like to fish in the same spots that everybody else fish. I kind of go and fish my own thing, and I bring back fish.
Well, like in the desert?
Yeah. And then I'll cook it up a little different style. I'll use different seasonings, and it's not like anybody else's fish. My fish is unique.
So what do some like the other people do? What do they do?
Well, we got some carpenters that instead of like, everyone around here is working on boats. They're trying to earn this reward. We're like, nah, we're not going to conform to that. We like to carve these own little like neat totems and, little trinkets to have around your house, little mantelpieces. It's pretty rad.
So what do you do then? What do you actually do?
I mean, what do you mean? What do we do? We all have our own thing. We just come and talked about it, and if you want to be your own free spirit, and
they're hippies, man. They're hippies.
Why would a dude who goes fishing want to hang out with a guy who carves wood?
Because it's both art and it's
the idea is that
they could trade fish for wood.
The idea is that he's he doesn't want to be labeled as just a fisherman or labeled as just a carpenter. So this is where everybody goes when they don't want to be labeled as like their profession or their livelihood.
So you join a particular guild in order to prove that you don't need to conform to joining guilds.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask this guy if he knows what irony is.
I understand it. It makes perfect sense.
He wanders off. He's annoyed.
He's
All right.
We need to find out about your sister, Stefan.
All right, so this
I don't care. I want to ruin this guild now. I want to ruin it. Like, just destroy this guy's guild.
So as you're talking to like these different guild members, there's a little girl who she kind of wanders up and she kind of has a different demeanor than actually roll perception. Not you, Rengar, because you're Carvin.
Damn it! Oh, my perception was horseshit. We're all dumb.
All right, so she wanders up to you and she starts like tugging at your cloak or whatever that disguise that you have, Dandy, on. What do we call it? Robes.
Yeah, it's like a robe cloak. It's like a flowing robe and a half mask and a hood.
I'm gonna see if I.
It's hard to remember because my character model doesn't have it on it.
Yeah, I know. I have the image though somewhere. I'll worry about that later. Anyways, so she kind of tugs on your robes and she's like, "Are you looking for a place to hang out? Are you lost?"
No. Why do you ask, child?
Well, I see you talking to all these different guilds, and I know you're new here. So I mean, if you're looking for a place to come, I mean, the devotees, like we all have a cause.
What causes that?
Come to our meeting tonight and find out.
Ooh, let's do it.
Is it all children?
No.
Where's your meeting at, and what time is it, and what's the dress code?
You
No
can just come
clothes.
where you're wearing. We'll provide some robes, but
Okay.
yeah, it'll be blah blah blah, and she tells you like that night and where the place is that they're having it.
Sounds exciting. I think we should go.
Fucking Chris Hansen's gonna come out as soon as we get there.
I would like to see if there's a place I can buy some Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh no!
Go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. Just teasing. I think that's a good lead.
I don't think it is. I think it's a trap, but I think we should spring the trap, my young Padawan. So let's do it.
Yeah, I'm game.
Okay, so
Okay.
you show up, and you didn't have to wait too long for like the meetings, and you go inside, and actually I can pull up just a standard guild hall so you have something to look at.
Oh, by the way, before we leave this town, I'm going to kick that bootlicker's ass and take his guild from him. So, it's happening. I'm 100% invested in taking this dude's guild away.
Some rude shit.
Nah, whatever. Okay, so you walk into this guild hall, and there's actually quite a few members. You're surprised at the number of members that are like just strewn about, and they don't seem to be like like some of them are equipped like like weapons and whatnot, but most of them are just like hanging out. But then there's a set of doors where they have two people kind of guarding it, and beside those people there's a table, and there's a stack of these cloaks. So
I do not want to put on a cloak.
What color are the cloaks?
Yeah, they all white.
No, they're like a
Order
dark.
classes. Oh, we Klansmen. No.
They're like a darker like purple.
Well, I'm always down to wear new clothes, so I'll put on a cloak.
All right, so all right, so you walk over to the men standing at the doors, and like they're they want to know like how like are you joining the cause? Like because typically like the people who go down like who go beyond these doors are already in the guild, and they've never seen you before.
Well, I'll tell them, yeah, I was just randomly approached by a child on the street, and I was told I'd figure out what's going on when I got here, and they showed up because I'm that kind of guy.
Gullible.
So you notice that their eyes kind of like light up a little bit because, and you gather that actually, yeah. So you gather that like that actually like meant like a decent amount. So they hand you cloaks to put on, and they explain keep the hood down until they say your name. Oh, you have to tell them your name too. It's kind of a thing.
So, tell who our name? Tell the guards or tell somebody else?
Just you have to tell them when you get inside. That's kind of one of the stipulations of this particular.
All right, but I'm gonna give my performing name.
That's fine. So you want it to be known as Danny McBride or Prancing Dandy McBride? Prancing Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, is that what his name is? Prancing Danny McBride. Yeah, that's his name.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my
Do you care if they
performing
just do
name.
Danny McBride?
Huh?
Do you care if it's just Danny McBride? Do they have to have the prancing on it?
It has to be Prancing.
Okay. Does everyone
If
else
it's
give
not
their
Prancing,
actual name?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him my name backwards.
Okay.
I don't feel-
man, you ice them, dude.
I don't feel comfortable
If I did
as a
that.
part of this. I'm afraid it will
You can wait
offend
outside.
my goddess. Yeah, I'll do backup. If you just scream if some shit goes down.
All right, Rengar's gonna keep. Are you gonna keep carving boars? Or are you gonna investigate this too?
I'm just gonna keep carving.
All right, sounds good.
The child scared me.
So you go. You open the doors open, and there's a set of stairs that go down into the basement, and like there's people down there like laughing and carry on, and the little girl is at the head of the table.
She's the fucking boss.
Yeah. So she sits down.
The boss wants.
She sees you and she's like, welcome. Glad you made it. Come on over here. And she tells you that her name is that Emily, and you start gathering some of the names of the other members, and you tell them about your Danny McBride and Mim, and
Spell backwards.
they're like, okay, so and one of the guys like nudges you, is like, okay, when you hear your name, like put your hood up. So everyone, you find a spot around this table and you sit down, and she says, let's begin. And they all start to, like this slow hum. Hello to Torum, it's good to see you. Hello to Genton, it's good to see you. Hello to Bargarn, it's good to see you. And as she's going through, like each of them are putting their hoods up as their name is said. And it's like, hello to Danny McBride, it's good to see you. Hello to Min,
I'm a little.
it's good
So
to
they
see
didn't
you.
say Prancing, but I put my hood up anyway.
Hello to Isaac, it's good to see you. Hello to Emily, it's good to see you. And she puts her hood up. Hello to Brock Rishmaw, we welcome you. And Emily pulls her hood back down, but her eyes are like this beet red. And she's like,
Oh shit, we fucked up.
welcome.
We done fucked up.
Welcome to the meeting.
I should have come in now.
She's like, I've sensed that there's dark days to come. I think we're gonna have a pilgrimage of sorts. And she's kind of looking around the table, and she points at Mim directly.
Uh-oh. Sorry, ma'am.
You. Why are you here?
Hey, Mimsy, you gotta respond to the fucking lady.
I just came for the snacks.
She says, so she's like, show me your mark.
Oh yeah, show my tattoo.
Show her the kind of tattoo your mark.
Yeah.
He showed the tattoo, he said.
So, why would you be here?
I don't have a very good memory. Don't remember.
And she kind of like sits back and she's like, interesting. Do you know what that mark means?
No, not really. No.
All right, so a little backstory here on the gnome culture. Most of the gnomes, they were they had a pretty standard lifestyle, like way back in the day, but they discovered this cave of sorts, and they found it to have like these special properties, and so it became like a rite of passage for like all these gnomes or for a gnome to go into this cave. They seal it shut for a certain amount of time, and when it would open, they would emerge or be dead, or like whatever would happen like in this mystical cave, and they would all have like this special mark. So it was kind of like just a rite of passage that they had as kids. And so the mark, as a childhood Mim remembers, is it was more just a possible rite of passage, but it seems to mean different. It seems to be a different thing these days. So
he's a pedophile.
I'm worried about Mim getting ganked by this demon girl. So I'm gonna like chime in and be like, my dude here isn't very solid on memories of stuff. Apparently, it's a whole big thing.
So she sits back and she's trying to to process this all in. She's like, I can't believe you don't even know your place in this world is very interesting. So, and she goes on to explain to you that this like your life, it's not necessarily like she essentially just tells you that you should survive and play it safe, and so she explains to everyone that they're going on a pilgrimage, and like she wants you to come with them. So she's like, join us as we venture out to try and avoid what's coming.
Winter is coming.
I haven't watched that.
Yo, Mim, I think she might be talking about those dudes that we were gonna fight at that town.
Yeah, you want to go along?
No.
Well, wait, what?
I have no quarrel with them.
Well, we already have a bunch of zombie arms coming. We really can't go on this pilgrimage.
We got a full.
Everyone else sitting around this table is just kind of like looking around. Like, what the hell are they talking about? Because
I mean, I'm flipping through my book here, and I got a full schedule of events. Here.
It's got a planner.
Plus, we have that undead monster and his little friend. This is just.
there's all kind of
have a
whispers
lot
going
going
around
on.
the table.
Mortai.
Yeah, she said, "Very well." And she points at you, Dandy. Protect this man. Protect this gnome. You must. And she kind of leaves it at that. And they kind of go on to talk about just like random things about the town and whatnot. But it sounds like so she's like telling them all to prepare to leave town pretty much immediately. So
I'm gonna raise my hand.
okay.
So, what's coming exactly?
Valerio's in for some dark times, and the devotees will survive.
Does this have anything to do with all the trouble that's been hitting the other towns too?
Not exactly. And she puts on her hood, and she takes back off. Hey guys, that's fun.
The definitely one.
Let's sing more songs.
This,
All right.
no. Let's excuse
Stefan,
it.
Yeah.
play for him. Stefan,
Performance.
play.
I'm gonna sing a song. It's like, I'm gonna do the. What was that?
Mim's dancing, I guess.
I'm gonna do
Tried to help.
the. Oh man, I blanked on every song. I'll do Ed Sheeran's "The Shape of You."
Oh my god.
It's-
They probably like that.
Huh?
I said they probably like that.
I think they would.
All right.
So
She listens to your song. She's like, okay, I'm bored now. And she ventures off.
Motherfucker.
jeez, everyone's a critic. All right, now let's go find these bootlickers.
We learned that the world isn't going to end, and all you give a shit about is ruining some other guy's guild.
Well, it's not going to end right now. So
Out of spite.
So are you going to look for the bootlickers right now?
yeah, I want to go to their house.
Okay.
What is there anything? We're done with this meeting, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
wait, can I keep the cloak?
No.
That's for members only.
Roll persuasion.
Hey, Kevin.
That's sick.
We need to kill the monster outside town.
What
Hey,
monster?
At least get a good look at it. The de-armor. The thing that de-arms people.
Hey,
Disarm?
Leonid the
Hey.
Disarmed lost an arm. He was a member of the Endless Explorers. They're a group that are constantly trying to expand and discover parts of the world. Unfortunately, their boat isn't ready yet, so they've been practicing with hunting totems and whatnot. And he lost an arm.
Hey, Kevin.
Yo,
While they're planning on fucking up some guy's guild, can I go pray by the water again?
sure.
See if any. Okay, I'm gonna do a religion check. Ooh.
Okay, so you gather like a cup of water and place it in front of you, and you're praying, and you experiencing these like flashes of turmoil and some screams
Oh no,
coming
that's
from
not
the town, and and it fades.
I'm gonna assume the other party members don't know about this because I wasn't in on creepy meeting.
Yeah. Good.
And so, hey, Dandy, and
What?
Mim, I have a bad premonition of this town. Some shit's gonna go down.
No shit, that's what the demon told us.
Well, I wasn't there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, heads up,
He's
there's
like,
a demon.
what? A demon? That's more the kind of reaction you would.
Demon. Well, we're used to demons in this land. Well, what are we gonna do about it? The Rough Riders have to defend.
Well, first I'm gonna go fuck up this guy's guild, and then
guys
we'll
are
worry
all-
about it.
Raga, you realize everyone's alignment's neutral here, right?
Well, I feel like,
we can just burn the city.
but we could be good too. Doesn't mean we have to
What are
be
they gonna
bad.
pay us?
Who knows? Maybe in sex.
Maybe they'll put a statue of the Rough Riders out front.
I think that'd be awesome.
When's this evil coming? When's this bad shit gonna happen?
It's unclear.
Well, my premonition just had some screaming people.
Do you know the nature of their screams? Were they screams of pain?
It sounded like screams of pain and horror.
You sure it wasn't like a concert? That one group did say they had festivals.
So maybe it's screams of fear, though. Maybe it's like, is it gonna be? So the evil that's coming is gonna be like shock and awe.
Yes. Oh, yes, or distress.
Maybe it's just like a haunted house, but like, not a
Kevin, I
feel
don't want
like-
to put words. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm just assuming that this isn't a good scream when you
This
say
is
scream.
you're doing great.
They're not at a
Maybe
rock
You're doing
show.
great,
it's
Maris.
the first time Slayer's come to town.
Yeah, they're not fucking. They're not excited because AC/DC's doing a reunion tour. They're fucking scared.
But what if it's a play and they're playing characters who are scared?
Okay, I'm done. I warned you guys. Do what you want.
Well, look, we don't know the nature of the evil that's gonna befall this town, and I don't want to fight it if it could kill us. I have a lot of shit to do.
Like,
Like-
what?
Do you want to help Mim
I don't
write
know
a book?
literally anything else. I have a sister out there. We have a town with
All right.
some zombie arms in it. Like
All right.
we have a lot of things.
Kevin, I'm with you. Mim, let's go find the armed man, one-armed man.
The disarmer.
Well, hey, wait, guys. I want to go with you to Disarmer. Can we just let me go in and give a speech at this guild, the Bootlickers Guild, real quick?
Jesus. You know what? Is it nighttime yet? Because if it's at the end
It's
of the night,
real
sure,
close to nighttime.
Okay, let's go to the Bootlickers Guild. I want to watch this. I'm not gonna partake, but I want to watch how Stefan fucks this up. And
All right, so you walk up to this guild, and like there you go up, and the door to their guild, it almost looks as though it's upside down.
Of course it is.
So what do you want to do?
All right. I'm going to go get in there, knock on that door if it's what I have to do, if it's not a public place.
So you knock on the door, and you can almost hear the cringes from inside. Like, oh, he knocks. Gross.
I'm gonna join these people. They sound fun.
They're awful. I'm gonna...
So they let you in, and they're like, how dare you knock on our doors?
They're like emo gods. They sound fun.
Why'd you put your door on upside down, you dipshit? All right, here's the thing. I'm mad right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a speech.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, and this is gonna be. I'm gonna use my bardic skills to try to persuade them through my speech.
Okay, so you're gonna
So
you're casting inspiration on yourself. Is that what you're doing?
yeah.
Okay.
So I do 1d6 for me.
Yeah.
Well, of course I give myself a fucking 2.
You give me like a 6 every time.
I know.
That's because it's important when he gives it to you.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, listen to me, you guys. I'm gonna do for my persuasion roll here. Oh my god. Well, anyhow, I tell him, hey, listen to me. You're not Gil Giller's garbage. You're wasting your lives. This is really stupid. You're probably gonna die tomorrow. I'm not doing a very good job of expressing myself.
Hey, I like how this guy thinks.
Oh boy.
Hey, you want to join?
Say no.
Are you
And then now
sure?
I'm gonna.
That's the kind of attitude
Right.
everyone who joined this guild had.
Yeah, it's a stupid attitude. You're awful. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to intimidate them. It's like you're worthless. You're living in a town and everyone is making fun of you. You're the laughing stock of the place. Use all your skills, and instead of just doing dumb shit all the time with it, use one common cause, and that cause is to make a shitload of money for me and join the Rough Riders.
So you can see him step back, but they're they step back and they're like, God, why'd you even come here? Just get out.
Hey, before we leave, can I ask if they have like a brochure or like some type of, text I can read about their guild?
Let me piss you for asking a question, because only a guild member would ask a question.
No, they don't. They don't have any like written thing about them.
It's disappointing. Do they like records? Is that something? They seem like hipsters. So
Well, there's a couple of guys with instruments that are pretty. They're like unorthodox.
Okay, cool. Cool, man.
They do a weird tuning on their lutes and stuff.
Can I tell them I like water and I just like to
play
sit
'em.
by it because it's like, cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do that. I tell them that I just like to be one with nature, man. Like just chilling by the docks. Doesn't matter.
You go on to have a pretty good conversation with them about, just kind of experiencing things and, not going to water just for a purpose, just to do it. They
Yeah.
appreciate
Are they paying a lot
your
of
outlook.
attention to him?
Sure.
What did he say? What did he say? He's trying to steal something from me?
Okay. What do you want to achieve
I'm
with
just gonna go
this?
set a fire.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna set a fire while they're talking to him.
Okay. Can I wait, hang on, real quick.
I'm stealthing right now, so.
I want to see. Can I say I perceive Stefan's?
Well, yeah, obviously you just did. You're rolling at 20. You can see through me.
Okay.
Okay. I keep on going.
Yeah, so you catch
I
on
am-
to you totally catch on to what Dandy's trying to do. So you just
I ham
gather
it up.
all attention and you go on to this whole spiel about
Hippy
like,
dippy shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
like living in the woods and
Eldith. Well, I'm not going to say Eldith's name because I don't want her to be related to this fire that's about to happen.
Okay.
I keep it vague, very vague.
All right, Dandy, you kind of slip into like a little storeroom that they have off to the side, and you see a lot of like really interesting suits. Like they have like just some really interesting clothes back there, and so you were able to set a fire and get back out, and you're able to get back out, and Varys does an excellent job distracting him. And I'm assuming you want to kind of get out before the fire gets going, Varys?
Yeah. I'm good with that. Yeah, I don't want to die.
Yeah, let's go outside and see if there's any way for us to bolt the door shut. All right, I'm going to go outside.
It's upside down.
I'm
right.
walking away at this point.
Okay, what kind of all right, I'm gonna need a little bit more than like, what do you guys got? How are you gonna try and board this up? You just kind of.
I'm going to see what's around. Like, is there any tools out there? Like any nearby blacksmith stations, loose wood, maybe a wagon that I could put in front of the door? Just like I'm trying to look at what's around.
Do you have some rope? Do you still have rope you can tie the door shut?
No, no, I do not have
Pig,
rope.
do you have any rope? It's for a good cause.
I don't know if there's rope in this pack or not.
Somebody had rope at one point in time.
Mim had some rope.
Yeah, I
Hey,
have
Mim.
50 feet of hempen rope.
Hey, yeah, well, yeah. Do you want to help Stefan kill a whole bunch of people?
Not really.
All right. Okay, you rolled perception. Good. I was just gonna say. Yeah, you're able to find you find like kind of like a cart sitting off to the side, and you could easily overturn that and have that block the door.
All right. I'm
Stefan,
gonna put this card over the door.
I'll help you with the cart.
Are you guys gonna let me kill these people? Like
Yeah,
you're not even trying to.
Nah, these people are basically nihilists, so they don't believe in anything. I'm cool with helping you kill them.
Yeah, and also, I guess did my perception include if there's people watching us? I guess I should pay attention if there's very many witnesses.
No, you were in there for a little while. Varys kept him distracted for quite a while. So it's late. There's not too many patrols around that part of town. You might see a couple. Like everyone, you imagine that there'll be a disciple of justice who might wander around at some point in time, but it's all clear for now.
Stefan, I got lookout if you can move that thing by yourself.
All right, I'm gonna try to move the cart then over to the door to try to block these people in and murder them all in cold blood.
Wait, Stefan, before you do that,
Yeah.
real quick, let me give you some guidance.
Oh my god! Go ahead and roll like a strength check just to see how well you like.
Push the cart.
Well, not push it, but just how well you like.
Position it.
Yeah, like how well you get it jammed in there.
Not very good.
Well, roll the 4. Roll the 1d4. Ooh.
Okay. So you get it wedged in there pretty good. It would be pretty rough. It would be pretty rough to get that door open. So okay.
All right, let's go get this disarmor.
All right. You guys want to rest outside of town, or you want to like find a place in town?
I think it's probably best that we don't stay inside town for
Okay.
much longer, since we just killed a bunch of people.
No one knows we did though.
Right. Exactly. So off you go. I'm assuming Rengar and Mim are jumping back on with you, and
Yeah.
so you start venturing towards the mountains where Leonid lost his arm, and you probably want to rest before you go there. So
There's a lot of med packs laying around.
yeah. Someone walks
think
by
we're all
and he says his name is Francis, and then he keeps on going.
Francis!
Bill's here.
All right.
Did he have a bile puke?
So, as the sun starts to come up, you find one of the totems, and you see that it leads to this stone stairwell, like on the edge of the mountains. And it's not a real wide path, but it seems really old, like weathered, and it's been there a long time. And you start venturing up the stairs. And it's just this winding path, kind of like on the edge of this mountain, and then it kind of goes up this like there's like a spire of rocks, and it kind of goes up, and it's like flattened on the top, and there's a couple of like almost pillar type looking things, but not quite. Like they're pretty natural looking, kind of sitting around. And as you get to where you can see the flat, you see a couple strewn bits of like armor around, and it looks, it's like the flesh inside seems it's rotting and whatnot. It's been you can tell that it's been there a while. Leon had lost his arm a couple years ago, so. So roll perception, I guess, or just kind of tell me what you're doing.
This is like kind of a climb, is it?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it's a bit of these stairs. They're kind of steep, but it's pretty well carved out, so it's
Not too bad.
my
Not
God.
all right. So this the sides, it's pretty steep, like all around.
gotcha. So it's like we can't climb up other than
Yeah, these
to
stairs
this-
go up to this like small, just like the spire in the
Clearing.
rocks, and then it's flat
Okay.
across the top.
Yeah, I will do. Oh my God! Wow, I'm not doing too much better there. There we go. Rengar for the win.
All right, so Renga, yeah, you guys are kind of like walking up, and you start seeing some stuff, and you're like, oh, maybe we can find his arm, and Renga's like, hold it, what's over there, and you see on this other cliff, there's just like this slight bit of movement, and then like it slowly starts to like it's something like unfurling its wings, and it's the wings are almost like this orange red, and they seem to have like these spines across it, and like as it stops and like curls back, and its head, it's just got these spines all over it, and then it almost looks like a lion, like with how it's style, but like its mouth, like as it opens, it just seems to open and open and open, and it's got all these teeth, and he just like goes like a yawn, and then he just like, and he goes and he jumps and flies over and lands opposite up here.
Oh my God!
Is this a chimera?
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a chimera.
So
Is it hostile towards us?
I think since it has the health bar.
We have health bars. We're not hostile. Maybe I can convince it
well,
otherwise.
you just kind of walked into a
just
guild
killed-
and lit it.
Yeah, we
on
killed
fire.
like 35 people. And so
Hey, but they deserved it. I'm not even that sad about it. At first I felt a little bad, but that whole town's about to get wiped off the map anyway, so who cares? They're gonna die.
So
I gave them a chance to join us and they didn't do it.
that's what you're looking at.
Okay.
do we
I'm
roll
gonna try to
initiative?
persuade it to chill out.
All right, roll persuasion.
Correct.
Ooh, wait! Don't roll it yet! Don't roll it yet! I touch your shoulder.
Stop guiding me.
Well, you've been rolling shitty. I just gotta figure out.
All right, let me take this guidance.
I should roll it as much as I can.
All right, what are you telling him?
I'm like, hey, why are we here again?
This thing intelligent?
I'm gonna try to say, hey man, what are we doing here? I actually don't even really understand why we're here. I'm not asking it that. I'm asking
Mim-
you guys.
Mim
at the
was-
game. Like,
Or for Mim's one-armed guy.
Min's one-armed guy wants someone to tell the tale of the beast that took his arm.
So this is the beast, clearly.
We don't know that.
okay, well, I'm like,
Oh my God.
hey man, you're the beast that allegedly took this dude's arm, and we were wondering if you could come talk to us and tell us your side of the story.
Yeah, like a 60 minutes piece.
We just want to know. We just want to know your side of stuff, man. Like you can get a bad rap out in the world if you don't have some bros looking out for you, huh? Dog?
So it kind of comes down
Hmm?
and it like kind of lowers its wings and kind of stands
That's it.
like tall and proud and says to you, he's like, They were supposed to bring my offering, and they didn't. So I took my own offering. Are you the next offering?
Well, I don't think so, unless that was that dude's intent, which means he's a dick.
Mim, roll
What?
insight.
Who you want to roll insight?
Mim. He's the only one who talked to.
Oh yeah.
So Mim's not getting any sort of vibe that was the intention. He kind of gathers that it's more likely Leonid didn't talk to this beast at all. Instead, just drew a sword.
All right. Well, I'm gonna continue then to talk to the beast, assuming Mim relays that information to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta tell you, man. The one-armed dude did not tell us anything about any offerings. What do you typically like as far as offerings go?
One of you will do nicely.
All right, Mim. Sorry, but
Well, here's the thing.
He's the reason we're here.
We're kind of on a mission to fight a bunch of gnomes, and then use a bunch of zombie arms to help fight them. Is there anything else we give you an offering? I just burned alive like 50 people in town.
yeah, you can eat their corpses.
Yeah. And is there any way that you'd accept that as an offering? And then you go eat it. Go eat them.
Like, there's no need to travel for my food.
Okay, so
I've
we
got
have
some
let's
right
kill,
here.
Let's kill this motherfucker.
Dun, dun, dun,
He's
dun,
being
dun, 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 dun,
Well, hold on. We're not done trying to talk our way out of this.
Okay,
Okay.
first off, Kevin, was that a Sonic the Hedgehog theme that you just started
Yeah.
humming?
Yes, Dr.
Okay,
Robotnik's boss
Bum,
theme.
bum, 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 bum. Okay,
Dr.
good.
Eggman.
It's good. It's nice.
Well,
Hold on, I have to drag him down a little bit because I can't click on the menu with him up at the top of the screen.
okay. Hold on a second. What's your name, guy?
Did the dragon roll a 0?
No, I haven't. I
That's
rolled
impossible.
it real quick. I can't roll on there and add it. I just rolled.
I was getting excited. I thought we might have a really
Holy
easy
cow.
battle. Oh,
I'm going first.
First, baby, first.
Out of us, at least. Oh yeah, I'm going first, second, and third.
You pretty much can because you attack like 10 times.
All right. Rengar, I'm assuming before Dandy can continue with his trying to talk with this monster, I'm assuming you're going to go ahead and take your turn.
Yep, I've had enough of this.
It's time to
malarkey.
fight.
All you understand is violence.
we just
I'm
killed a bunch of innocent people.
They were not innocent. They were dicks, and they deserved to
Why? Because
die.
they were hipsters?
I hated them so much. If I hadn't rolled in that one on that one roll, I probably wouldn't have done it. But I was embarrassed, and I wasn't about to let those fuckers embarrass me.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles. Let's see it.
Oh,
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Get it.
What is this? 4 plus 3? I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's a D4 plus 3.
What is this creature?
It's a chimera.
Go ahead and make your next attack. I'm assuming you're attacking again.
Yep.
If it has a breath attack, it's gonna like hit all of us at once. We're on a line.
Well, we haven't started actually like getting into battle formation yet, so
It's not Godzilla, dude.
But
It can't do
because
that.
we're on a little path. There's nothing we can do.
Mim, roll a
It's gonna fly up.
roll like a
There you
memory, probably in the direction of survival or nature. Probably nature. That's a miss, Rengar.
Yeah, that's all for me for now.
All right. You have a vague recollection of the beast, but that's it. All right, Mim, take your turn.
Wow. I don't know if this thing.
Do you have an ice spell?
I'm casting blue.
Okay. Are you gonna move at all?
Is there even room to move in this place? We're just on a little narrow path, aren't we?
Yeah, it's pretty narrow.
I just stand back here then.
Okay. Varys, you're up. Or no. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Dandy's
This
up.
is fucked up. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Dandy, you should have gone before Mim. Sorry. I don't know
How-
what's going on there.
Well, I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna move. I don't think I can move all the way up there.
Should be able to.
Use your ruler.
I think I can only move to here. It's 30. My movement's 30, so. I was back here.
Where do we see movement again? Where's that at?
You can go up beside him. I just kind of had your characters tossed there. You know, like I don't know the order and stuff. You're.
Well, I'm gonna actually hang back real
Okay.
quick and inspire. I'm gonna do bardic inspiration,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it for Rengar since he's already coming out swinging.
Okay.
Oh no! My rolls are booty tonight, everyone. This is the worst.
All right. Varys, you're up.
I'm trying to see. Range 30 feet. Hey, Tim, Mim,
What?
can you just at least, like, move your guy, like, somewhere by this rock?
For what purpose?
What? This is a little.
Just do it for fucking sake of the ruler, okay? That's fine. Okay. I'm going to cast AIDS.
AIDS.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Okay.
Y'all get 5 hit points.
You could have just not traveled so far.
Well, does it matter? Like, what's he gonna? He can't hit anything from back there, anyways.
I
Unless
mean,
his spells go like
It
45
cringes.
feet.
Like it hurts me a little bit when you're like, "Hey, Mim, you didn't actually move, so let's go back and move."
Oh well, fuck. Just then fine.
That's fine.
okay.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Since Stefan could technically come up here when he's doing the ruler, I assume it's okay that Mim fucking
Okay,
walks up so
okay.
my spell can. Fine, Tim. You don't get 5 hit points. Everybody else does.
You could have just not moved all the way up there. You could just.
No, I
So I get 5
I
in
didn't-
addition to my current hit points.
correct.
But my max is 19,
Yeah, you get
and I'm already at it.
plus 5.
So temporary hit points.
Correct. They don't. You're
I'm not sure how you mark those, so just
add it to your thing and just remember that you
yeah.
after this fight you get 5 less.
Look, I'm spilling out the top.
Oh my god, you can do that. That's awesome.
My
Okay.
cup overfloweth.
All right. So the manticore it plants its feet and it goes and it pushes. It
Oh no.
Rengar, make a strength check. You can choose to use your bardic inspiration too. All right, so it pushes you back. It pushes you back over to here, and like pushes you over the side, and then takes off and starts flying.
Well, guys, I think we won.
and it hovers over here.
Never mind.
It's just gonna run away.
Rengar, make a dexterity save. All right, so I'm just gonna roll. All right, I'm gonna roll a little d4 for. All right, so you'll take 1 damage, and you get knocked back, and you start to like fall down the side, but you're able to like grab onto the ledge and grab onto the edge of the stairs there, and like, so it's just gonna take you a minute to pull yourself up, and it swings at its tail, and it launches these spikes, and they're going towards you, Varys. So he gets a +5 to this. Did it roll?
It's at 11. Oh, I have to take 10 fucking damage. That's bullshit.
No, that's the. What's your armor class?
Give me a second.
Because he gets a +5 to that, so it's 15. Is yours 15?
Yeah.
All right, so that's a hit.
You're gonna die.
You take
Well.
5 damage.
That's alright. Now that I can touch
I'm gonna
myself.
say that pushing was that thing. Okay, we're gonna go back to you, Rengar. It's your turn. I'll say you can use like your bonus action to climb back up, so you can do stuff, but you won't be able to do like extra.
Well, he's out over this cliff.
Yeah, he's floating up above you guys. So he's off of this arena type thing, and he's hovering out there.
I don't know what I can do. Oh my god.
Can't you do the like if then action, Rengar?
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
reaction stuff, try to do something like that, but you also have those darts.
I also have a necro dick in a box.
You do have that.
I don't know if that's gonna help too much.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure it'll help.
I'm just gonna persuade him to come have a taste.
Oh my god.
You could taunt him. That's another option you could do.
Bring him back closer. Back on the land.
Or at least get his attention.
I'm gonna. You know what? If he attacks, goes after bears, I'm gonna jump in front and take some damage for him.
It's very kind of you.
So you're saying is it only Varys? Because they're standing side by side.
Well,
So if it goes
Yes,
at either of
they
them,
are. Danny's behind me.
Okay.
Or behind the thingy. Yeah. He'll go both ways.
All right. So Rengar's trying to make a little shield here. All right, Dandy, you're up.
How far away is that critter?
I don't know. He's probably flying around just up enough to stay out of reach. So it's probably 15 to 20 feet up.
Well, can I use this?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move closer to where he's flying so that I don't hit these guys. And then
it goes from you.
It goes in like a 15-foot cube.
Oh, away from you.
Isn't that what it says? Each creature in a 15-foot cube. I assume that means like within me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll say he's right at the edge of it. He'll probably be only right at the edge of it once.
Well, hold on. Can I move one more over? Can I be here?
Yeah.
To be away from them, or okay. There, now I have enough room. Don't hit anybody. All right, I'm gonna use this. Use this thunder wave, Majigger.
What'd you say?
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
The thunder wave, Majigger.
Must make a Constitution saving throw. So here's a +3 to this. What's your Oh, he's actually gonna resist it.
It's
Dead
half
save
damage.
equals 2d8. All right, so he's pushed up. He gets thrown back, and he's able to still do it. But go ahead and roll 2d8, or I can roll it for damage. Yeah, you can roll 2d8 for damage.
And then it's gonna be half of this because he resisted it.
Oh yeah, half as much damage. But you should still roll a 2d8. Yeah, okay. So he takes 3.
This guy looks like
That was
he has
my
a shit
my
ton of
big
hit
one
points.
spell I have of any value. That was real nice.
All right, Mim, you're up.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Get him.
Let's see if it
with
hits
the
his
ball.
face.
I've got. Oops, I have advantage turned down. Oops.
No, that's fine. Just
I'll say you have advantage because he was. Well, he was pushed back by this thunder wave, right?
yep, 10 feet.
Oh, not pushed. Unsuccessful save. Nah, I'm not gonna give you advantage. I don't know which one you rolled first though. Is it in that order? Is it 10 and then 14?
It's 10. It's
Okay.
10.
I'm gonna say it's a miss then.
No, it was 14 first. I know.
All right, so as you cast the spell, even though it's a miss, what is this D20?
I gotta do that wild magic.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Okay. So you cast a spell, and as you cast it, your staff, you feel that it starts to, it's like in your hand, your staff starts to like change a little bit, and make an Arcana check. You're like, whoa, my staff's cool. It's powered up. Okay. Varys, go ahead.
Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
My son's staying on the counter, just taking stuff out of the cupboard and throwing them with both hands.
Yeah.
All right, is that the hit?
That's the roll to see if it hits.
Yep, that's a hit.
Alrighty, let's roll damage. Oh, I hit it right. Oh, fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I can hear him laughing. That's funny.
Whoops. All right. So Varys. So it actually like pulls back, and it launches a wave of attacks. Each of these have a +5. So it's just swinging its tail, and it swings it 3 times, launching spikes at you. All right. So that one would be a hit, but Rengar, do your deflect missile thing. So you jump in as this last tail spike before it hits. And that's the number you have to roll for that, right? So you have to compare it to the damage.
I think so. I'm looking it up.
So Rengar's jumping in front of the last tail spike.
Oh no! If I reduce it by 1d10 plus dexterity plus the level with my monk.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that. You have to beat a 6.
Plus dexterity, plus your.
Okay, so you reduce it to 0. So you catch the tail spike, and you can throw it back at him if you want.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh.
Just spend the 1 key point. All right, I was making sure about that. Then what would I roll for that? Sleight of
Dexterity.
hand.
Oh,
Dexterity.
mix it up, mix. Come here, kiddo. Oh. So that's gonna get plus your proficiency plus. Yeah, that's gonna be a miss. Hey, you.
Well, thank you for protecting me, Rengar. I appreciate that.
All right, so the Manticore looks really like annoyed at the fact that you just caught its tail spike, but it's still hovering above. Rengar, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna continue to stand here and defend Varys, but I'm gonna do this to it.
You're taunting it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a charisma save actually for him. Wow. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so he's not falling for your taunt. He's staying up above.
Oh.
But Dandy. He's hovered out of range of another thunder wave, if you're wondering.
I don't think I can do another one. I'm gonna back up a bit, and I see what Rengar's trying to do here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do vicious mockery at him,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, you like, was your mom a lion and your dad was like a gargoyle? Because I don't know how else you could even come to be. And also, you're really dumb because you can't go get your own food. You have to wait for people to come to you. It's really lame.
All right, roll a d4 for damage.
Get a job." Okay.
Get a job.
Oh, well.
All right, Mim,
Not
you're
much.
up. You're up after the. You're up next.
But he has a disadvantage on his next attack roll, don't forget.
He does.
Alright.
That's a hit.
Noise.
Jeez, you guys have these insane attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 14 damage, Timmy. Good job.
I say, before I shoot my lightning bolt, I want to say, you know what happens to a manticore when it gets struck by lightning?
Oh, no.
The same thing that happens to everything else.
Oh, man. Classic insult. Oh, what a mic drop.
All right. All right. He's fuming now. Varys, go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna keep the keep the good times rolling. Let's do it again. Oh, miss.
I didn't know the Cars were an Elvin band.
All right, that's a miss. All right, so it's still flying, but after that last strike, it's gonna fly down here to Mim.
Hello.
All right, and it's gonna bite at you, so it gets a +5 on this. All right, so that's a miss, and then it's trying to hit you with its claws, so it's gonna take 2 more swings. What does the blur do exactly? Oh my god, this is awful.
It has disadvantage.
Okay, well, it doesn't need disadvantage because it's just failed everything.
I'm too fast.
Yeah, so
Too
Little
fast.
Mim is just like blurring in between his
Too furious.
claws and whatnot.
Rengar, you have a rope. Why don't you make a lasso and lasso it?
Okay, so it landed to do that attack. So Rengar, you're up.
Yeah. You know, charge at it with the knuckles.
You know the way.
Do you know the way? I know the
You know
way.
the way.
I know the way.
You do not know the way.
That's a miss.
My God.
Next attack. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Whoa! Oh, 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 oh.
All right, Dandy, you're up.
Well, now he's landed for a sec. I'm gonna run at him too. I'm gonna attack him with my sword. Yeah.
That's a miss.
Oh, I missed.
All right, Mim, you're up. He's right on top of you.
Alright. Let me touch him with my ghost hands.
All right, that's a hit. All right, Varus, you're up.
Oh, he's on the ground now?
Yeah.
Can I don't know if I can move close enough to him to get to him. Where's my little ruler here?
It's going to get pretty packed on those steps, but you can do it.
All right, because I think I can get there. Yeah, I'm walking up to him. Gonna get close.
Sorry, I'm
Everybody's
playing
doing all right
peekaboo with my
health-wise?
son.
All right.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's hit any of us. He's been having a
Alright.
tough.
I'm
He
getting
hit
real
me
close.
with 1 damage.
All right, I am going to try to. I think this is. I want to check. Let's make sure this is. Yeah, this is it. All right, I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, I fucking suck.
The worst of this game.
What, isn't that the damage, though? That's the damage.
Oh, you're right. What is it again? What do I have to fucking roll? Hang on. Sorry, I hate this spell. I get so used to Guiding Bolt just doing everything in this
Doing
one.
everything correctly.
Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. What do I have to roll for that? Is it 1d8 or is it
No,
It'll be a
it's
variant of a
whatever you-
D20.
d20?
Yeah, whatever your spellcasting.
Oh well, that doesn't
ability
matter.
is.
That doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's not a hit.
Yeah.
All right. So it sees that you guys are taking over.
Try.
It's Rengar, make a strength check. All right. So it sees as it's losing, so it grabs onto you. And
To me?
No, it grabs onto Rengar. It grabs onto Rengar and gets a solid hold of him. Rengar tries to break free and he can't, and it starts to take off. And everyone make an attack of opportunity if you want, because it's leaving your attack zones. Not you, Rengar.
How do we do that?
It's
Never
just do an attack with your weapon. Essentially, because it's disengaging from you without using the action, it's
So like if I click on my mace.
yeah, probably. All right, so Mim, that's a hit. Varus, that's a hit. Dandy, that's not a hit.
I know it's not a hit.
All right, so it grabs Rengar, and it seems as though it's kind of struggling to fly, but it's able to fly out a decent amount, and it's like, I'll take this as my offering, thanks. And he
Oh hell no.
flies out over the rocky area, and it just lets you go. So fall damage.
Oh no.
Don't you lasso that motherfucker?
Oh wait. Oh, I can't do anything. I was like, does anybody have pillow?
Should have definitely boloed it. Boloed it.
All right, so it lets you. So Rengar's going down, and it's a pretty steep descent, and you see him hit some rocks and start to tumble.
Doink.
I don't know.
Wait, is the Manticore still alive? Didn't he fly away and say?
Yeah, he
What?
was taking me with him.
Yeah, he's picking him up and flying away. That was how he got the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
guys
but he's not like
sucked and didn't
he's not
kill
like
him.
he's not like running away though. Like
Oh, he was grappling with. He was grappling with.
He was holding on to
Rengar.
depression.
I can't remember the.
I'm sure he probably is because he has a job. He has to eat people who show up at his house.
Hey dog.
Yeah, so he's still pretty upset at you guys, so I'm not quite sure he's flying away just yet.
Damn.
Oh, sorry. I need to Google some fall damage. I was distracted.
Well, Renka, I'll heal you because my attacks have been missing every single time. So.
And if you're crippled, we'll put you out of your misery.
All right, it's gonna launch a couple tail spikes as it's in the air, but
Piece of shit.
It's really keeping a distance.
Don't. If I'm crippled, don't end me. I'll make wonderful boars. I'll have all the time in the world for that.
26 foot 10 feet.
We got some stem cells. We'll be able to heal you up. We'll be all good.
All right, Varus, these are coming at you, so he's got some hits on you.
I don't know why he hates me so much. Like,
All right, so he's got 2 hits on you.
one for 1 damage and one for half a damage, right? Oh my
One for
god,
9.
I might be fucking dead.
1 for 6.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm gone. See you guys. I'm out.
It's unconscious. You're not dead.
I'm out. Jesus Christ, fucking
All right. Rengar, let me. I'm gonna say you're probably out of this fight.
Damn. Wanted to rip its skull apart.
It's 1d6 per 10 feet.
1d6 for 10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Pretty steep. Drop, yeah. Probably with 30 feet, 40 feet. Let's say 40 feet. Sound good, Rengar? 40 feet? 46?
No.
40 feet.
We'll do
Yeah.
30 feet. We'll do 30 feet.
Yes, I'll be alive no matter what.
All right. You got 11 damage coming at you. Oh, damn.
Still
That's
3/4.
Ah, I should have done 40 feet. You fell another 10 feet. That's when you first hit the ground. Then you tumbled for another 4. Eat it. On the dungeon master, bitch.
Darn.
We just move these goalposts all over the place.
Well, 40 feet sounded more reasonable, but I didn't want him to kill him.
It
But I don't
sounded
know
like
where
a
you
lot.
guys' hit points are at.
I was
And then
at
you just
32.
want to invest down a bit.
Yeah. All right. So, Dandy, what are you doing? Varys is leaning out beside you. He's got some.
What do I get? 3 turns to roll the
Yeah.
All right.
rattle.
Roll 2 snake eyes.
Improvised ballistic weapon. I'm going to throw my snake chatter skull at it.
Oh my god. You're gonna waste that? You're gonna just toss it right now?
It might not. It's enchanted. It probably won't break. It's a giant snake's head that's
but it's
chattering.
30 feet down. Oh, I guess I could catch it for you.
Yeah, okay.
Go, Ringo, I'm about to throw a snake head. Be ready. Don't let it bite you. It's got fangs. All right, I'm going to throw my giant snake head at this thing.
Okay.
It's chattering. It's like,
I have a feeling it's not going to do anything. That's just my
what the hell? It's improvised ballistic weapon. There are rules to it. I just don't remember where they are.
Roll a d20 with dexterity modifiers.
Is it dex and not string?
I'm thinking more targeting is more the issue than hurling it a long ways. Well, it's a hit. So roll.
That's Mim. I don't know what he's rolling.
They see him rolling. They hate him.
Oh my god, Andy, one.
Oh, mine is.
Even better.
That's a hit.
Taste my snake. That's what I say when I throw it.
I don't know.
That's
If
okay,
Mim
but-
doesn't even know about this. I don't think. So Mim, when you went into the basement of that one house or crawled under that one house and killed that snake, Dandy took the skull, and then when they went to talk to the necromancer guy, he had it enchanted, so it's like one of those like teeth chatter things, but it's a snake head. So
Oh yeah, I guess he wasn't here the day that I got my snake head enchanted.
yeah.
Taste my snake.
Oh, what do we want to call that?
Don't stew.
Let's call it a D6. Roll a D6 for damage. I can't.
I think it's a D20. I think that sounds about right.
I don't think it's a D20.
2 D20.
Like a
See, I was-
longbow is like a D8. You know, like
But this is poisonous.
See, I always thought that it was there's some rules to it, like where it was like something.
it would be plus
Let me
your
see.
strength, I would say, with how hard you hit it. Or, you
That's
know,
what I thought it was. I thought it was like
So it'll be a D6
a
plus your
roll.
strength.
okay, so D6 plus my strength is what we're gonna call it.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable. I think it's more than reasonable.
Hey, my barbarian in my other campaign, all I do is throw shit.
Well, you're not a barbarian.
So, Kevin, when we beat this thing, we're gonna find out that this isn't actually the thing, right? Like that's the.
What, like we killed our
The preview to the boss. Like this isn't the boss. It's like
I told us it was this creature.
he might be lying. He might just be a.
No, this isn't the Netflix anime Godzilla. This is a real fight.
Oh,
All right,
Is
Mim, you're up.
is that in Japanese?
I
Finish
better
him.
get my friend and stabilize him. That's a failure. I failed.
No.
Okay.
Your medicine sucks.
You're gonna have to roll to not die.
All right, death saving throw. Roll a d20.
Oh, big spin, big spin, big spin. Not a big spin.
That's a fail. That's once on the go. 3 of those and you're done. All right, Manticore.
Well, then I
is
won't
up.
be shown. Then I won't be showing up again. So that's fine.
What does Manticore want to do?
Bring me back.
I don't think that's the case. I think he's gonna fly down to where you are on the cliff, Rengar, and he's gonna bite at you. So there's a +5 on this. So that's
Watch
a
out.
hit.
He might do like 30 damage to you. So be careful, everybody.
He might.
He's got a big bite.
So he does 4 damage. And then he slashes at you with 2 of his claws. +5 on that. Is that a hit? Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, sorry. This is not right. It's a D6. Sorry. You take 7 more damage.
So after he misses with the first one, I give him the finger and then he hits me.
Okay. All right, Rengar, you're up. He's back down in range of you.
So I can hit him.
Yeah,
You can punch him.
again.
Brass knuckles. Bang pow. Zing pow.
All right. Roll damage.
Junkai.
All
Zing
right.
pow.
Killing blow.
Woo! It's gonna be just one of those Chuck Liddell over the shoulder punches.
Okay. Excellent. You defeated the Manticore.
All right.
You knocked
Does
him-
somebody have to bring me back to life, or do I have to keep rolling?
I think you are stabilized.
Ow! I rolled a 20. I'm alive.
Well, now you have 2 successes and 2 failures.
No, I have 1 success and 2 failures because I only rolled 1, or I rolled
A
3
D20
times.
counts as 2 successes.
Oh no! I tried to help and I fucked it up.
You're stable.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll
Okay,
see you guys later.
you're
Have a good
s-
night.
Alright,
Mim
you're
did
stable.
it, though.
You're
Mim
stable.
did good. Mim did really well.
Okay. So Mim stabilizes you. So keep in mind that Mim is responsible for both Dandy being stabilized when you fought the owlbear and for Varys being stabilized when you fought the Manticore. Just keep that in mind when you're talking about sacrificing him as an offering and stuff.
Mim, I owe you my life. I love you. Would you like to be
Keep
my
in
friend?
mind that this was his thing that we came up here for. So
I was gonna say Rengar's been killing everything. Keep that in mind.
Can we?
All right, I'm
pull
gonna
out-
climb down. I'm gonna climb down here.
well, you guys do all the work and then I get the finishing blow.
Is the skull of my chattering snake head still down here? Or do I have to-
Because it was
do
a
I have to
hit.
move-
Because it was a hit, I say it
broke.
will. If it was a
What?
miss, if he would have missed with it, I probably wouldn't have let you recover it. But because it was a hit, that means it would have fallen down. So instead of going.
Can I
on
do?
past.
Can I
So
do
is
a
it
na-
still enchanted, or is it now just a dead snake skull?
It's still enchanted. You still have your skull chatterbox.
All right, now I'm gonna take the Manicore's head.
I was gonna say, can we do a nature check
Okay,
to see if we can salvage anything?
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
take its spikes
Oh well, I got nothing.
out.
Okay, go ahead and everyone roll. Probably survive. Well, probably survival, not nature. And you're scavenging this up. Wow. Okay, you guys can get whatever you want from it.
I'm gonna take a couple of spikes that can throw later at them people.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna take his skull and make a fancy necklace out of it.
Are you gonna try and
You
craft that necklace right now, or are you gonna have somebody else do it?
No, I'm
Make
just gonna
ra-
take the head with me and like I'll just strap the head to myself for now.
Okay.
But then later on, I'm gonna get it fancied into a fine necklace.
All right. So like you're scouring along across the top, and it appears as though there's been many offerings, and troops have died. So everyone roll a D100.
D100.
I don't know how to do that.
Just do roll 1d100.
You have to type it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
Holy sh! Holy man. Okay,
Well,
boys.
We're
So apparently,
rolling in the pussy here.
this
How's mine the shittiest roll?
this manticore has been it's been gathering people.
Lots of
like
lots of
people have
tributes.
constantly been wandering this totem and up his stairs to. Oh my god.
Sorry, Kevin.
Well, I was like, do I just have one of them roll? I was like, nah, like you'll probably get something garbage, so I'll have everybody roll.
Well, you can have Rangaz roll. I mean, he was the one that killed him.
Oh my god.
We all get 1,000 gold.
Yay!
Uh,
I'm gonna buy some Hooters.
Who's
Hooters.
you're the best here.
I love banging Hooters.
what we got? 99, 94.
I had 76. I'm the shittiest person here.
All right, roll. Holy moly. I need a
1d1,000.
pen. Okay. Anyways, so you scour through like you find like just over the ledge on the one side. There's like a small cave, and apparently this is where he's been stashing everything that he's gathered from his kills for countless years, decades. What am I doing? Pen. Yeah, pen. Oh, stuff. I'll be right back.
Hooters.
So amongst everything you find an arm still in the gauntlet but rotting, and you can see that it bears a ring that matches the crest of the Endless Explorers, so it must be Leonid's arm.
Alright, take it.
And you can start preparing your story that you're going to tell Leonid when you get back. So, actually, we'll just go ahead and we'll cut to that. So you venture back to Valerio.
Wait, did we get anything for rolling really high?
Yeah, you will in a minute.
Okay.
But
Blowjob, hopefully.
Well,
probably not.
Oh, the horse. That's what
I
Stefan
should have
said. The
taken the
horse.
wings
think
too. I
I-
wanted to create wings for myself to fly with.
I was thinking the same thing.
If we'd gone back to that necromancer dude, we could have had him make zombie wings for us.
I don't think we'd have enough time. He'd want us to like clean something out of his closet this time and take too much time.
Well, maybe if we got enough gold, we just give him gold.
Apparently, I deleted that.
Area.
Yeah. So
We're not going back. We're not going back to Ricavius.
No, that's not who you're going to. I mean, unless you want to go there. I'm assuming you're going back to talk to Leonid to.
Yeah, let him know we got it. We found his arm and we found his shit.
All right, so Mim, go ahead and tell the story of what took his arm, take his arm back to him, and all that.
Do I need to do a check to see how good I do?
Well, I think you should just tell it, and then I'll determine whether or not you get advantage.
There was a Manticore, and he said he didn't offer him anything. And he was a dick though, so we had to kill him.
Come on. Buy me a little bit of time. Just map it to an X-Men episode or something.
Well, we wouldn't know how we killed him. We punched him to death, which sounds unlikely, but
Tim, tell the tale how you saved me.
I tried to save you and was unsuccessful, but then luckily it died. So then we had some time on our hands.
No. Then your magical hands healed my body. They caressed me softly.
It could have hit me because I'm too fast and small.
There you go. But not small in the breeches. That's what you say.
Dandy, roll a d4.
What,
Tell
me?
him how it picked me
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, you guys had to. Yeah, Rengar's still at the mountaintop spire. He left him down below. Nah, I'm kidding.
Hopefully there's a
why
wood
did I
I
roll-
can make
Oh
boars.
my god. Dandy, roll a d100 3 times.
Oh, nice. Not bad. That's good. Good roll. Good roll. 90. 90.
All right, so you found two bottles. You found 2 bottles and a
2 bottles of orange Fanta.
Yeah.
Fanta, don't you want it?
Good night, kiddo. Come on, Dandy, play a song or something.
Wait, what? I don't even know what just happened. I got bottles of something?
Yeah, you've got 2 bottles of the
Jizz juice.
precious liquids.
You want to make up a better story about the Manticore? The Manticore came and Boris built a hut of straw to protect himself. But it huffed and it puffed and it blew it down and just annihilated Boris. And then next, Dandy built a house of sticks, but it huffed and it puffed and it blew it down. So then we ran to Rengar, who made a house out of bricks, and it couldn't blow it down, and then he punched it and it died.
Excellent. Sorry, I
Gave it
don't
the
know what
knucks.
this last thing is, so I don't know how to describe it to you.
What is it?
He can't say he doesn't.
All right, and
So I
a
have
feather.
2. What?
A Phoenix Down.
Those are good. Those revive somebody instantly.
So I have 2 bottles of precious liquids and a feather.
What, do you expect to know what all these things are that you come across?
You gotta take him to a pawn shop to have him appraised.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to throw them at somebody next time in a fight and see what happens.
The feather or the semen in the bottle?
You gotta take him to Rick Harrison.
Oh my god.
Rictavius.
Yeah, it's Rick Harrison.
He'll tell you what they're worth,
Okay.
and then he'll Jew you out of them.
When you use the feather, you get a cape and you're able to fly. From my experience.
Well, I'm going to hold on to this feather. I don't know why.
Roll an Arcana check.
What, me?
Everybody. I'm assuming you're not going to keep them hidden from everyone else.
No, especially because I don't know what they are, so I don't really know why I would.
Varys tells you that the first potion that you have is, he can tell by the smell that it's a really powerful healing potion.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mim, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Arcana.
They tell you that the next potion, when you drink it, it will help you. It seems like it'll make you. You'll be able to take a lot more
Hard
damage. So you'll be a lot more
Buffs ya?
hardy. Yeah, it's a hardy
Sturdy.
potion. Yeah, a sturdy potion. Boy. All of you look at this feather and gather that it's an amazing item. You gather that it only can have one use, but you're not entirely sure how to use it.
All right, I'll change the description of the feather in my inventory to amazing feather.
I'll put feather. Call it a feather token. That's kind of what this is calling it.
Can I call it an amazing feather token?
Yeah, you can call it amazing feather. All right.
This is amazing.
All right. Who rolled the 81? Is that you, Rengar?
Yeah.
Roll a d4. All right. Roll a d100 twice. Oh shit. Okay. All right. So you found this special scroll, and what's the other one? All right. So you found two of these scrolls.
It's too bad Rengar never learned to read.
Fight me, bro.
No, you've killed everything that I fought.
All right, so what do you guys want to do in town? You want to... So you're a pretty high-standing member of the Endless Explorers if you want to be. Although Leonid was not very impressed by your tail. He mounts his arm on the wall, and he asks you if he can have the head of the Manticore to mount on the wall.
No.
I was gonna say, did he kill the Manticore?
Yeah,
Asking for some
wanna-
gold.
I'm gonna. I offer him my chattering snake skull and ask if he'd rather have this.
He's insulted, but he's still.
Why? It's a snake head. It has real action, real chattering action. All right, fine. I'm gonna give him the Manticore skull, but I'm gonna make sure he knows I'm pissed because I wanted to have a Manticore head to hang around my neck.
I mean,
So everyone
you don't
who's
have to
know.
give it to him. He's just asking for it so he can hang it up in the guild.
Well, then no, I don't want him to have it. It's mine. I took the skull. No one else but me. Are you guys disagree with my decision?
No, fuck him. He didn't do anything.
All he did was get an arm bit off. Like, what a bitch.
He gave him
he,
back his arm at least.
he didn't fight the fucking Manticore. He didn't almost die and have
Well, he
men.
did fight it. He just lost.
Yeah, he sucked.
All right, calm down there, Chef Eater. Let's not get too carried away.
I mean, Mim's in taunting this guild. It's not like he burnt the guild alive.
Yeah, is there a newspaper or something we can read about what happened to them?
We don't know that they all died. Maybe some of them lived.
Well, that's why I wonder if there's like a town herald or something.
Well, the important thing to do is not ask people, or like, hey, did any guilds recently all die? Because they expect you to be the one who did it.
Not necessarily. I might just be like, heard about it.
What if your sister was a member of that guild?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, we pretty much figured out who's a terrorist, so too bad. Should have learned music like me.
All right, who got the 94?
I think it was me.
No, that was Varys. The Herald read, local guild died. Not sure if any of them cared.
Roll a d4. Varys. Roll a d100 3 times. God. All right. Go about your town. No, I guess that works.
Oh, no.
I can see the individual numbers.
Oh, okay, never mind. That last one's shitty. That's a shitty roll.
What the fuck
Give
is
him-
wrong? Fuck you guys.
Give him a dragon scrotum.
Fucking dicks. What did you roll? Fucking 288, 70 this? Or 86?
Oh, interesting.
Mine's better than that.
You found a.
Dildo.
What? I beat you with 2 rolls and you had 3.
I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, but you have a different starting point. That's very pivotal here. Roll a d20.
Right.
Okay, so you. Okay, so you found a
Doesn't sound good.
you found this sling, but you gather that it's enchanted, so it's a more powerful sling. So put a sling +1.
Awesome.
There you go, David.
Are you talking about like a slingshot or like a sling for my arm?
Like David and Goliath style.
Like you put a rock in it, you spin it around.
You also found a sword. And oh my god, I shouldn't have had all of you roll. You found a sword and a medallion. Everyone roll Arcana checks.
Hang on, I gotta put this. Just a regular old sword.
No.
Medallion.
Oh man, I got a 20.
All right, so Dandy's checking out the sword, and he tells you that it's cursed.
It's cursed.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. So he tells you it's cursed, and it feels like it's a vengeful spirit that it's cursed with. So right sword of vengeance.
Get rid of it.
No way. It sounds awesome.
That's cool for me. Vengeful spirit. So it's a cursed sword.
Turns you into the Ghost Rider.
And shoot flaming skulls and turn into Nicolas Cage.
What was the last one you rolled? What was the first number? An 88?
Yeah.
All right, so you found a medallion.
We found a DVD copy of the Jackie Chan movie, The Medallion.
The medallion? I was thinking the same thing, Tim, when he said medallion.
All right, so you're not entirely. So the medallion. So the medallion, you realize you know how to activate it, and you actually activated it on accident, and you realize that you can hear, so you can hear thoughts, like you can hear Dandy's thoughts and
Oh
Rengar's
my
thoughts.
God.
So go ahead and tell me a little bit about what you're hearing in their heads.
Dandy's just thinking about a song that he wants to sing. I think it's the Ford commercial song, Like a Rock. He just keeps singing that over and over in his head. He's trying to find the right pitch and the right melody to go along with it.
That sounds right.
Mim is he's really not thinking anything other than how was it Cable and Cyclops are going to get married because they're just terrible characters.
Characters in his-
Mim, roll a D100.
Characters in the stories ready.
Meanwhile, Rengar's thinking about punching some guy's skull in and just exploding his brain over and over again because that's what he always does. He just fucking kills things. He's just a killing machine.
Yeah, it's gonna be yours if you make fun of my boar again.
Hey, I didn't make fun of the boar. I accidentally burned it and forgot I burned it. And I was just trying to, I thought you could get some critiquing. It's only going to help you. Constructive criticism.
All right, Mim, you found a wand actually.
Yeah.
Mim's a bright.
It can turn a pumpkin into...
Oh, shut the fuck! That movie was terrible. Oh my god!
I loved it.
Oh my! You loved it. You loved the movie.
I thought Bright was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go to the Sorting Hat and learn what
You
I
got
am.
You got put into Hufflepuff.
I'm not a Hufflepuff.
How do you know?
I'm a Slytherin.
You're cowardly and
All right, so Mim, put a wand of fear in your inventory.
See, I told you I was a Slytherin.
So, Kevin, is my medallion spent now, or can I use it every so often if I need to hear some thoughts?
You can use it every so often.
Okay, I'm gonna call it medallion of
Call it Medallion of Thoughts.
medallion of thoughts, or what was the Mel Gibson movie? What Women Want medallion? Something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's the What Women Want medallion. That's what you have to call it now.
That's what I'm gonna have to look it up.
A demand-
I'm gonna have to look it up again to remember what it does.
We can make it for only females if you wanted to.
To limit it.
Yeah, do that. That's kind of funny.
That's fine. That's better.
It makes it a little bit shittier, you know.
Wait, what? What did you just do?
Nah,
It's-
nah, don't do that. Just make it normal. Because I know that I have a problem putting too many male characters in my campaign, so I'll feel really bad about it then. I
We
already
can go to
feel
a
bad. Okay, well. Do you guys want to trade your items around at all?
So all I know about mine is that they're special.
Oh, so the one scroll, you gather that it'll protect you from a specific type of thing. You trying to, after depicting on it, one of them just put a scroll of protection. But oh my god, what was that?
Jesus Christ! Could you do
I was-
that any louder?
It's not me. I don't know. I don't know who did that.
And so it's right School of Protection, and it has a picture of these different like beasts on it.
Does anyone want to trade me for this feather? No? All right, cool. Let's do this.
So what do you guys want to do in town?
Well, now,
Fine.
huh?
What can we do in 5 minutes?
Is it late? Okay.
All I wanted to do, the last thing I want to do is look around town to find a place to make a sick necklace out of the head of this manticore.
How can you make a necklace? It's gigantic.
You're gonna look like Flavor Flav.
Are you gonna have like its head,
Here.
your head coming through its mouth? Is that the kind of necklace you're thinking? Like it's.
Ooh, it is a big head.
It is a big head.
How big is it as a head?
I mean, it's on a large
It's like a lion head.
monstrosities. So I
It's
imagine,
like a goddamn
imagine,
rhino.
yeah, it's like much bigger than a lion head. So probably, your head would be like the size of its mouth, I would assume.
Then I want to get a hat that would be like my head is coming
Like
out
a
of its
Chinese
mouth.
dragon thing.
Yeah, I want to make that out of it.
Okay, go. You want to go over to the Admirers of Imagination Guild and see what they can do.
All right.
Show him this boar and ask him if it's.
No, it's already what we did. We already did that. We already embarrassed him about his board enough.
Wait, yeah, I'm gonna go over and say, asking for a friend. How's this boy?
Actually, don't you have some more boars?
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Yeah, I made some more.
yeah. Go ahead and roll a. Should that be? You want that to be performance? Or you want it to be something else?
Well,
You're gonna guide him to have an awesome board to give to him.
I'm guiding whoever wants to be guided. If they.
I think that the only one that's rolling anything is Rengar here with his board.
Roll it a couple times because you had enough time to make a couple the other day.
You get a +4 to one of those, or 1d4.
All right, so two of them are a little rough. You admit that you were distracted, but you've got one that's pretty sweet.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you got one that's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Oh my god, there's so many.
One sweetie.
Rengar, roll a d20. All right, so you got to scroll. Oh my god. All right, so you got to scroll, and it looks like it's got a couple of like death hands and like all these depictions of like poison and like different like blind men and that sort of thing. So go ahead and roll contagion on wrote a scroll of contagion. So I'll probably say like in the downtime that you found someone to investigate that stuff, but I'll get to all that later. So you get back to town. You're walking around, and it's seems like another typical day. You wander past the guild for the bootlicker's bane, and you see that it's completely smothered. It's completely caved in. You notice that maybe you notice that there's like a couple of like maybe two, like probably two that made it out, and they're like kind of huddled just outside the mansion, and they're covered in burns, but they're still alive. You gather there's probably a few more receiving medical attention somewhere else. You continue to walk, and as you're approaching like the center of town, you hear a scream, and like as you walk, you hear a few more along the line, and like a couple minutes pass, and you hear this bell start to ring, and it's like just ding, 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 but it's got kind of a different pitch than the most bells that you're used to, and like so you ask someone nearby like what it means, and it means there's an outbreak. It means it's like somehow the plague has gotten free, and you see this this guild. What was this? The Protectors of Peace. You see them like call all their guys out, and like they're like the emergency services. They've been helping out with the fire, but they all rush back into their building, and they come back out carrying nets. So you gather that they're like part of like the quarantine force, and so they're running over there. Roll perception, everybody. All right, so on top of that, despite the screams and everyone focusing on the one direction, who rolled that top one?
Me.
Renga.
All right, so Renga, he points out. Jeez, Renga, you always get the. Anyways, so Renga points out that like in the quarantine zone, like along one of the one side, there's smoke billowing up. So he gathers that this that part of town, or like that wall, is on fire, and it's been set ablaze, and the screams that are coming from down here towards the southern part of the town or the city is where the cries are coming out about the plague outbreak, which strikes you as odd. And also you notice an like unnatural fog settling on the east side of town. It almost seems simultaneous. And you gather that based on the fact that all this is happening at the same time, you gather that this is it's orchestrated.
This is it. This is it.
So
It's the end of days.
next time in the Shattered Isles, we'll figure out what exactly everyone discovered in the treasure trove of this beast on the spire on the mountain. Dandy will come back with his beautiful headdress of a manticore that I'm sure will be a sight for everyone. And
I'm also going to take those purplish robes or whatever that I had from the demons meeting and have them made into a cloak to go with the headdress. So it's like one big.
so it's like another
big
outfit you have. Okay. And then
Of course.
you'll be back to see what happens with the plague, see what this fire is all about happening in the quarantine district, what this mysterious fog is going on, and see if Dandy ever sees his sister again. But
Maybe she's in the mist.
maybe she's in the mist. But
I
thanks
think,
for playing, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
All right. See you later.